everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Katie and today I'm here with my Charlie guys, with my fur baby, little son. Hi aunties, hi uncles, happy Mother's Day. Um, Today I'm not going to have any dolls here with me guys, but I have Charlie because he's my true baby. Yeah, hi. He's all nice. Yeah, okay. And today is Mother's Day guys, so I would like to dedicate this video to all mothers out there, especially my mom. I love my mom. She is not only my mother, she's only my best friend. She has been my pillar, my rock throughout my whole life. I can tell her anything, I can talk to her about anything, and I know that she will tell me her honest opinion. She's not sugarcoating things, she never has been, but she always has been there. She let me know that whatever happens in my life, I can talk to her about that. So mom, thank you so much. I love you. I'm going to send her a link to this video guys, so I'm going to just say thank you mama. I really wish that you lived closer. We would spend the day together, we would probably do something really fun. Unfortunately, my mom lives in Europe, guys, thousands and thousands of miles from here, so I won't be able to spend the day with her physically. I'm going to call her really soon. Also, I would like to address my grandma to tell her Happy Mother's Day. My grandmothers and my grandpa also live in Europe. They're wonderful people. I love them so much, so that's for my grandma as well. Also, to all ladies out there with human kids, biological or adopted or foster kids, Happy Mother's Day to you. To all ladies, mommies of fur babies and feathered babies as well. We are mothers as well, and I'm going to talk about something here, guys. I have been recently feeling like I have been really suppressed on my channel, not really talking about things from real life that concern me, and that were the part of my decision actually do this channel years ago, start this. So this is going to be one of those videos guys. I'm not going to do anything with the dolls, but since this is Mother's Day, I thought that I would talk about this a little bit. Recently, a friend told me she doesn't have any human kids, just like I don't do. And she told me that she felt really broken. She felt like a waste, which is really sad. It actually broke my heart when I heard that, because she's not the only one who feels like that. She can't have children. So it got me thinking, you know, as much as having babies and having kids, it is the biggest blessing and the biggest privilege to give birth, to give life to another human being, another life. But does it make you the mother necessarily? Please don't hate me guys, but I really don't think it doesn't. I think motherhood is not about giving birth. Motherhood is about a never-ending love, no matter what, a support, teaching another child or another living thing the best values, taking care of them, loving them, as I said, no matter what, giving them their attention, making sacrifices in life, giving them all the time that you can. And I have known a lot of women who gave birth and were not really good mothers. And I know a lot of women who have been wonderful motherly figures in other lives, in lives of kids or people or animals, caretakers. Mothers are caretakers. And I know that society, maybe not even today's society, because I think there has been a shift. I think more and more women who don't have children or who don't want to have children don't feel all that ostracized anymore. But years ago, I remember when I was in my um, late 20s, it started, and then when I hit my 30s, when I got 30, and after that, like early 30s, it was never ending. Everywhere we went, or I went, all of my friends, even their parents, guys, uh, they never asked me how was I doing, how was my family, how was my health, or how was my life in general. The first question was always, so when are you getting pregnant? When are you guys having a baby? And it was really in my 20s, I didn't want to have kids. Uh, well, I wanted to have kids later in life, but when we moved here when I was 23 years old, and I'm telling you, I was at the age by 25 when people are starting to have families. By 27, they're starting to have excuse me, first kids. I was not in a position to have the family. That's how I felt. Uh, we came here across the world. We needed to. I felt okay. We're not established here. We don't have financial securities or social securities. Uh, we when we got here, we literally came here with 2 suitcases, guys, across the world. And it doesn't matter that Mike had experience because he's older than me. I was out of college, so I was basically unusable when it comes to experience. I was still a child. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I just the other day I was thinking about this whole shebang, and I thought, oh my goodness. When we're young, we're fearless. I was fearless. Yes, I was always a careful person. I never did funny, crazy stuff. I was always responsible since I was a child. But still, just moving across the world, it wasn't the time to have the kid. And then I got pregnant. I didn't know that I was pregnant. Then I miscarried. And after that, I told myself, I just got scared. Well, I just got scared, guys. I got scared and I thought, okay, maybe it wasn't the time. And then, years go by, and then you realize that it may be way too late. So I'm not going into that, but I just feel like putting the pressure on women, it's getting better, but not all women want to have children. By variety of reasons. Some can't have children, they have fertility troubles. Some decide voluntarily that they're not going to reproduce. I'm just going to say it that way. They don't have the family situation. They don't have a good partner, and they know it. And why they stay with them, it's not about that, guys. They just decide, okay, this is just not the best situation. I don't have a partner, or my partner is not just example of the father of the year, material. They financially, they're struggling. A lot of people, I've known a couple that decided voluntarily not to have a biological child because they were carrying a gene. One of them was carrying a gene, and what they were told by doctors was that it was over 80%. It was like 82 or 87% probability that their child would be born with defects, very serious defects. So they decided, okay, they loved each other. Obviously, they didn't want to break up or anything. So they decided not to have biological children. And then there's one of my classmates who is super smart. I would say she's bordering on genius. And she's one of my high school classmates. She finished Harvard medical school. I talk to her every few often. And she decided to go through this life without having a family. She decided to dedicate her whole life to research. She is in a cancer research for at one of the children's hospitals. I think it's in New Hampshire, I don't know, somewhere on East Coast. And she's a scientist. She loved kids. I remember her. She was one of those people who really, really loved kids. But she also, I knew since very early that she would probably not have a family because she was really driven and she had these goals, and she just wanted to find some cure or some relief for sick children. So she dedicated her life, and she still works hard, really long hours in labs, doing research, really trying to make this life of these sick children better, or possibly find a cure. So she is the mother to all of these sick children in that hospital that she works with, or that science center. So there are many, many, many forms, guys, of motherhood. And not all of them are through giving birth. As much as I would love to experience, one of really biggest regrets was in my life is that you know how people say when you have a long pregnancy and you have a really, really hard labor, and you feel like you can't anymore and the pain is unbearable, and suddenly the baby comes and they put the baby into your arms, and you forget about all the pain and everything, that bond that starts to form instantly, that bond between mother and child. I try not to think about not having kids. I'm sorry, guys, but that's one of the things that really I miss in my life. But on the other hand, you know, guys, we just have to move on. All of you who didn't go through that, I have my Charlie and I love him as he was mine. I know how it sounds, a lot of ladies who have kids, I know that a lot of you also have fur babies, and they mean a world to you. I don't want to belittle, you know, your love for your pets. Let's say, well, he's not my pet, he's my child. But I really, from the position of someone who doesn't have human kids, he really takes the priority in my life, and I really do feel about him like he was mine. And I would seriously give my life for this boy. He really, everything that I do in my spare time, I really dedicate a lot of time to Charlie. Even my husband, I must say, all of our free time from work, and of course other activities like let's say books and all that stuff, but all of the free time we dedicate to him. We go for walks, we do hiking, even if we just, you know, playing with him here with toys. I mean, doing stuff that people usually do with their kids, and it helps me. It helps me to channel all that nurturing energy towards him. I mean, I have time, I have fun with my dolls, with my reborn babies, and they give me more of that outlet to go socialize with other reborn moms, you know, going shopping. And I remember when all of my friends around me, they started having kids, and even the ladies that I had so much fun discussing, let's say, books or political situation, political views or social views, or just some scandalous views from Hollywood. All of these friends suddenly became focused on being mothers, and it's natural, of course. Everything was about the baby, how they grow, how they gain weight, how they eat, how they poop, you know, all these things, their progress, how they start talking and walking and all that. And you kind of start to feel like you're drifting away from the group of these friends, because you don't know that, you're not experiencing the same things. You feel, am I stuck somewhere? Which is really awesome, to have a great life and to travel and, let's say, just sleep in and just wake up maybe during the weekend and just put something nice on, and to have a date night, or to do stuff without kids, you know, what adults do only. But then sometimes you miss that. You miss all that mess and screaming. You miss that in your life, and you see everybody going through that, and it's hard. So people, we need to channel, women and men of course too. We need to channel that energy, that giving energy, because everybody, well, I think a lot of people, well, there are cases that they are not really parenting types, which is of course it's okay. I had few friends like that who just chose not to have kids because they will tell you openly, I don't want to have children. I don't. I'm not patient enough. I don't want to sacrifice my lifestyle. I don't want to sacrifice certain things in my life, and I just choose openly and voluntarily not to become a parent. And I salute to these people as well, because why to force something that it's just not in you, inside of you? And then there are nurturing types like a lot of us here, also in the Reborn community, who just did not get a chance to be a mother for whatever reasons. And we need to channel that energy. Some channel it to for babies. A lot of ladies towards their dolls. I have fun with my dolls, you know that, but I have fun more. I always loved dolls, and I collected things my whole life, so this hobby is more of that outlet. Even if I had kids, I would be collecting reborns because I love them. But also I really like the social aspect of this hobby and socializing with other ladies out there. A lot of ladies in my local group don't have a human kid, so their own kids. So it's kind of nice to hang out with people who understand you, what you have been going through. I'm past that phase when sometimes it gets hard, and emotional. But I think I honestly think that life is way too precious to dwell on things, and I really think that being a mother is not only about giving birth. It's about being caring and being loving and giving sacrifices and being there. A lot of people are mothers, a lot of people are for baby moms, as I said, a lot of people are caregivers, nannies, teachers. Let's not forget teachers. I've known wonderful teachers throughout my life. My mom and my grandma and my grandfather were teachers. They're retired, of course, and they still have students that would call them. My grandpa just had, oh my goodness, he's 92, and he just had this reunion with his class. I think it was like 50th or 60th reunion. I'm telling you guys, they were all retired, his students as well. I think it's a blessing, and they still have all these memories of him being in their lives, and they still think that they gave them so much wisdom when they were just at the beginning of their lives, both on high school or college. What are we? We're still kids. It's the morning of our lives, and you don't know what afternoon will bring. But teachers are huge influencers, and a teacher can make a whole difference in your life, how your life will go on. Because I remember I had an awful teacher, math teacher, on my grammar school or elementary school. On my high school, I got a wonderful math teacher, but I have to tell you, well, I'm a mechanical engineer. It's the irony of my life. It's one of the craziest things that happened, actually, the craziest twists. But I remember I still don't like math. And I still sometimes have these funny dreams about that I'm sitting in my classroom and we're about to have a math test and I don't know nothing. I can't remember anything. And like nightmare, and it's been years and years. I'm over 40 guys here. So a good teacher and also a bad teacher can influence you. So this is, you know, all these figures in our life, all these wonderful women, they, I want to wish them happy Mother's Day. And all of you guys out there in the community, uh, regardless if you have kids or not, if you have fur babies or not, if you, of course you do have a reborn babies, or because we are the community of doll collectors, or other babies or other kinds of dolls that you uh, are being the mothers to. So I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful and happy Mother's Day. Thank you for everything that you're doing for others. Thank you for being a good and positive influence. Let's try to think, guys, every time we want to do something that may not be good or may hurt other person out there in a community or out in this world, is that people are watching, young people are watching. And it may sound insignificant to us, but it may really have influence in their life, positive or negative. So let's put good things out there. Let's not put bad things and fighting and all that stuff. So really try to remember that we have minors and kids watching. So let's be good, positive influence in their life. Let's be those figures who mean good things, and maybe you don't even know who's watching your channel and whose life you can change with your videos. So I just wanted to make this video, guys, and to address all of you ladies out there. And I really wish, I hope that your day, your Mother's Day is wonderful. Thank you again for coming back to my channel and for listening to my rants sometimes and to my musings and my chat videos or discussions. So thank you all again. Thank you, Mom, again. Thank you, Grandma, again. Happy Mother's Day to all of you ladies out there, and I will talk to you in our next video. Thank you so much again, and have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day Sunday. Bye.
Hello, Swiss water process here to answer how